Alright, now that the in-tank pump is done, it's time to delete the inline pump. So you got the car up in the air. And what we're trying to do here is pull this cage out that houses the inline pump, which is actually, I started to pull it apart here. Here's the inline pump. Here's the feed line. This is held on with a 1/4 inch worm clamp. And this cage is held in with 3 12mm bolts. I already pulled some out so I can pull it down here for you. This one goes right there. It's held into that arm that goes up into the body. A 12 there, a 12 here, and a 12 right there. So let me see if I can do this one-handed. Pull this 12 out here. And this whole thing drops down. So what we're going to do is replace the filter and do a setup something similar to this. See what we can do. To use or to delete this pump and get fuel out over here to the side. So the pump will probably stay the same, and then what I'm going to do is make a U-bend out of some steel tubing, aluminum tubing. Make this bend around and then just put a flare on it and go right into the feed line right here. Here's the cage out of the car. The fittings to get it out, the banjo bolts are 18mm, and then the case is like 7/8 or a big adjustable. You have to hold that still. It's a real pain to get this out. That pops out, and then the filter and pump is here. To get the pump out is a Phillips right here, and then if you're putting in a new filter, you just slide out the whole mess. And then this line was made from an 850 filler neck.
Vent tube.
Yeah, vent tube. With some, this is just a barb fitting right here that was put in. I'm not exactly sure on the thread. I'm guessing it's a pipe thread. And then some fuel line, rubber fuel line. And then shoot this around, make this the distance of where the old pump would have ended up where the rubber feed line will go on. So I'm going to fit this in the car and see exactly where everything needs to go, how much room I have for this fuel line right here, if I can move this back a little bit, or if I need to clearance this cage bolt right here. So next it'll be in the car. Alright, here's the cage reinstalled. It goes back in opposite the way it came out. So first I went ahead and moved the filter far enough back in the cage so that the front tube would clearance behind this section of the cage up to the body where these mounted. So it came out about that far, and I had just enough fuel line here. And then this piece ended up just the right length. This hooks up to the existing feed rubber line. Then this is an 18mm, and hold it still and make sure that the line doesn't twist. And then tighten up your 12 here, there, and over here. And then what you're going to want to do is get in the car, cycle the key a few times, and let the fuel pump relay click. There's going to be air in the lines, so it might be a little rough starting. And then once it gets to run, keep it running, and it should be good.